Good evening, everybody. Buckeye Piper here. So, a season of change is upon us. Um, Season of change. I don't know if anybody else has noticed other than me. I'm the oddball, but starting to get a little bit darker, a little bit earlier each night. Some high quality H2O. And this time of year, Buzz inside having fun. This time of year takes me back. Takes me back a long ways. Um, it's absolutely gorgeous out here. Just an absolute perfect night to sit out on a patio or a porch or a deck and enjoy the evening. And this takes me back, tonight, back to when I was a kid. Just how it started just to get a little bit of just that first touch. And I don't want to call it chill. Let's just call it the first touch of cooler air that's not stifling summer. It started to hit tonight. And it just felt like a football night. I just remember going to games early in the season when I was a kid. My grandpa would take me to the high school games. And the sun wasn't quite set yet. You just have that first just touch of chill in the air. And again, chill is not the right word. Just the first touch of autumn coolness. And it just takes me back, walking in through the gate, up the little gravel hill with this huge chunks of gravel. I remember working gravel, it was huge, like river rock. The ticket booth was right at the top of that hill. And it wasn't a huge hill. So you'd walk up at, hear the band playing, walk over to the bleachers, find your friends. A lot of times we just screwed around. I mean, we watched a little bit of the game, but then the real fun was playing our own football games behind the bleachers, when we were younger. But I just had that flashback, that deja vu tonight. And I guess it's because it's, I'm going to miss it this year, but the Sweet Corn Festival where I grew up in Ohio, it's this time every year, and it just kind of, to me, always signifies here comes fall. Things are just starting to change. It's still technically summer, but you could just feel the season of change is just starting to turn. I had a reflection that came up that I wrote. Oh gosh, 6, 7 years ago on Facebook, and I was leaving Illinois to go to Ohio for the Sweet Corn Festival and for vacation, and I was mowing my grass because I knew I was going to be gone a week, and I was racing against the clock. Got off work, started to get darker just a little bit earlier. So I knew the race was on. And as I was mowing that night, I just kept reflecting back to the 10-year-old me that was just almost praying for 10 minutes more of daylight. Can I get 10 more minutes? 10 more minutes of daylight. Not to be confused with 5 more minutes, the country song, but 10 more minutes. I always remember as a kid If we were at the house, Grandma or Grandpa would holler out at us, "Come on in. Hey, 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes." Okay, 10 more minutes. But that night I was praying for 10 more minutes so I could finish cutting my grass. And what do you know? The sun held out for me. I got those 10 minutes that night. And it took me back in time to the 10-year-old me just wanting 10 more minutes to play. And that's what this time of year is for me as we come upon this season of change. Things will start to slow down. Life will start to slow down. People are a step slower. It's not the hustle and bustle of summer. Everybody's not in a rush. It's my favorite time of year. Bar none. Bar none. Now until Halloween, which is my birthday, by the way, is my favorite time of year as we get into September and October, especially October. But it's a season of change for another reason tonight. Tomorrow we close on our house that we're going to purchase. Assuming everything goes right tonight and there are no last minute setbacks. We're praying and hoping for that. We'll close on the house tomorrow at 1 o'clock. That'll mark a season of change for Mrs. Buckeye and I. She's been with me through 4 of these now. This will be 5 for me. So after tomorrow, I'll have owned a home in 10% of the United States. Illinois, Michigan, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina. Odd combination. Oddly enough, I've never owned a home in Ohio, which is my home state, which is odd. But that'll be a season of change for us as we start anew and work toward moving everything out of an apartment and back into a house and start mowing grass again and raking leaves, tending the gardens. And it'll be our season of change right as the seasons are going to change. So I thought that was an interesting topic tonight. The weather absolutely perfect. The first touch of fall was in the air tonight. And it was just a very small, just a tease of fall, but it was there. I seen a post on Facebook, I think it was yesterday, that yesterday would be the longest day of sunlight until April 17th of 2020, I believe it said. So we're on the decline and regression. It will start getting darker every night now. And I like that. Now, I don't care for it to be dark at 5 o'clock. But I accept that. That in order to get to my favorite season and my favorite weather, I accept that I have to give up something. And that's the daylight as long as it's lasting. And that's a fair trade. That's a fair trade for me. Anyhow, Thought I would check in with everybody tonight. Talk about a season of change. What's going on here in North Carolina. Enjoying some GLP's Abingdon in the old trusty 320 Series 3 9mm Savinelli. I'm going to finish enjoying this, then read a little and relax. But anyhow, just wanted to check in with everybody. Y'all have a great day, a blessed day. Wishing you all the blessings in the world. Stay safe out there. Pay it forward when you can. And we'll catch you next time.